Hello, everyone. Welcome to Fridays with Father. Father Gary here. I'm up in Seattle for the ordination of Deacon Val Park, Deacon Michael Barbarossa, Deacon Kyle Poggi. That ordination takes place tomorrow on Saturday, the 26th. You can follow that. You can see that ordination on live stream on the cathedral's website starting at 10 o'clock tomorrow on Saturday. So I hope you can join us for that. Should be a wonderful celebration in the ordination of these three young men to the priesthood. As I shared with you last Sunday, I just finished 3 days of priest convocation at Ocean Shores. A number of us gathered at Ocean Shores while the whole convocation was virtual, but it was nice to be together with some of my priest friends to be able to hear two of our speakers, Austin Ivory, who's an author, written a couple of biographies of Pope Francis, and then also collaborated with Pope Francis on the latest book that came out in December called Let Us Dream. Really encourage you to, if you haven't had a chance to pick up a copy of that book, to do that. Really wonderful vision that Pope Francis lays out for us of what the church can look like after COVID-19. Just really, really beautiful reflections. And so Austin collaborated with the Pope on that book. So it was wonderful to be together and to hear Austin sort of give us background on the Pope's vision for the church, where that comes from his own ministry, his own personal story, especially a very important meeting of the bishops of Latin America in a place in Brazil called Aparecida, actually a pilgrimage site. And a wonderful meeting there, a synod of bishops there in 2007. And in that meeting, it was really transformative for the bishops of Latin America as they met over that 2 week period. And it really provided the kind of the basis, the framework for Pope Francis's first major document, his apostolic exhortation, The Joy of the Gospel. Austin was able to give us some background on that and had a wonderful conversation on Monday and Tuesday. He made 4 presentations for us, and we had a chance for some small group interaction and then some question and answer. And then on Wednesday, we were able to hear a little more about the pastoral plan that I have been talking about. And Austin's presentation was a beautiful preparation for that conversation around the pastoral plan, because it's really the Pope's vision for what we're called to as a church that provided the basis for the pastoral plan. So something I really want to encourage us about, and that we're going to hear more and more about as we unpack the implications of this pastoral plan, is that we're really called to 2 fundamental activities. One is to encounter the risen Lord, to really have a meeting in our hearts, in our minds, in our experience of the presence of Jesus. And for many of us, that was a transformative event when it happened in our lives. And over the course of the next few months, I'll be able to share some of that story with you, of my own personal story of encountering the Lord and what that meant for me. And I'm hoping that by sharing some of my story, you'll be able to reflect yourselves on how you've encountered the Lord, and especially an encounter that maybe changed the direction of your life or drew you deeper into your relationship with Christ. And this will provide us an opportunity maybe to even put words on experiences that we wouldn't have termed that way. We wouldn't have called them that. But really, that's what they are. Their experiences of the risen Lord. And the importance of this is that that's really the foundational experience for all of us. Sometimes we can get caught up in the sense that being a faith-filled person is all about conclusions that we come to in our head, that it's an intellectual process. And while our faith is certainly understandable and reasonable, and we should be able to give an account of that faith and do it in an articulate way, and that's the whole purpose of our faith formation programs and our school. But that isn't where it starts or stops. That it really is a personal encounter with the risen Lord. Pope Benedict, whom Pope Francis quotes in The Joy of the Gospel, Pope Benedict made it very clear in one of his encyclicals that that this encounter, this relationship with Jesus, isn't just an intellectual assent, but it really is an experience of a person. And so that's what we're called to. So that's one of the foundational elements of how we're going to reflect on this renewal that the pastoral plan calls for. And then the other is that experience of the risen Jesus, that encounter with Christ. It's not just for us, but it is meant for us to take and share with the world. We're to be instruments of bringing the good news to the world, so that we're all called to mission, not just those who go abroad as missionaries, but each one of us. That's really what is at the heart of the sending that happens at the end of every Mass. Go and announce the gospel of the Lord. Go in peace, glorifying the Lord by your life. That sending forth is really why we gather for liturgy. So, as I said, over the next several months, that's going to be part of our focus in the parish, is to talk about this encounter with the Lord Jesus, and then how that encounter sends us out to share the good news. One way that we can try to share that good news is to be of service to people, and we're going to try to do that over these next several days that are going to be very, very hot. So today, Friday, we will provide space in Marion Hall as a cooling center. So that will be from 3:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. Today, Friday, and then also on Monday and Tuesday. Over the weekend, I will start a little earlier at 2 p.m. And go till 8 p.m. And we'll have some cold refreshments there, some snacks, but most importantly, we'll provide a cool place for people to come. So we're trying to get the word out about that. Yes, indeed, there'll be folks who just are vulnerable and not able to get out of the heat. But we hope also that you can pass the word. People that you know, particularly if there are elderly people that you know that live in situations where they don't have air conditioning. Those are the folks that we would also like to invite to join us. So today, Friday, from 3 p.m. to 8 p.m., and then tomorrow, Saturday, and also on Sunday, 2:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. That's the Weather Service tells us those are going to be the hottest parts of those days, and so that's why we're doing that time frame. And then again on Monday and Tuesday, a little later in the day, from 3 p.m. To 8 p.m. So that's it for this version of Fridays with Father. Once again, please keep Val and Michael and Kyle in your prayers tomorrow, even if you're not able to join us on the live stream, as they are ordained to the priesthood. I look forward to seeing you on Sunday. Have a blessed day and stay as cool as you can. God bless.